30 years of A Bronx Tale continues to establish the viewership and love of a dedicated audience that connects with the heart and story of its characters. Released in 1993 and set in the 1960s, this coming-of-age story ingrained itself in an abundance of values and lessons. At Beacon Theater for the closing gala of this year's Tribeca Film Festival in celebration of its legacy, A Bronx Tale is not only a film, but a forever family. A work of art across cinema and screenwriting, the story of A Bronx Tale resonates in today's world as much as it has over the past 3 decades. Chazz Palminteri and Jane Rosenthal discuss how special the story is and why so many gravitate towards it.
I think it just has so many contemporary issues. It's also about the working man and who the real tough guy is, and it's about unconditional love.
It talks about father-son relationships, about racism, about how no one is born a racist. You're taught a racism. So when you see the neighborhood, how certain people act in certain ways, and that was very important to me to bring up the thing about racism.
Just the fact that it's touched lives, that right there is what lights me up.
In addition, feeling blessed and connected to this film continues to shine through in words and emotions.
Being on the set, being directed by Robert De Niro, I mean, that's like a dream come true, and it was great. And playing Chazz Palminteri's parts that he wrote for us on the paper. I mean, it's amazing.
I feel very proud to be a part of this movie, and it was my first movie. It was my first acting debut ever.
It's a story that has these archetypes in it, and everyone, no matter how old you are, I have 14-year-old kids who love Bronx Tale, and I'm like stunned. This is 30 years ago. They weren't even born, obviously. But people just love what it says.
Since 2001, the Tribeca Film Festival as a beacon of community strength and art translates in a majestic significance every year.
It's an incredible honor, and I'm very proud of it. And I think that artists' voices and artists' actions really resonate and are needed even more in this time.
Make sure to look out for a newly restored edition and exclusive interviews of A Bronx Tale that will be available together on 4K UHD Blu-ray as well as on video platforms starting in September.
Reporting for BronxNet, Kody, Onyiuke.